is because they were seeing firsthand what was going on in a war zone or in Armenia through my Instagram mainly. Is by doing stories, I was reporting and showing people behind the scenes what was going on.
You've noted the changes in technology, Google Translate, Instagram, from when you first began in 2014, from your $900 camera that you just picked up to one production to another production to your current production that you're working on. Um, how has social media and technology changed and impacted your work and overall production process, from interacting with audience to receiving information to being bombarded with bots?
Yeah. Yeah, good question, that one. So my days of the military were very different when because I left in 2012. And even though social media, it wasn't as well used as it is currently now. Even in 2014, when I first started, I was using social media for my reporting, but now very much it is through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, is I'm reporting as I'm going, which is giving people, especially in the war in Armenia, and this is why my following has grown so much from the diaspora, is because they were seeing firsthand what was going on in a war zone or in Armenia through my Instagram mainly. Is by doing stories, I was reporting and showing people behind the scenes what was going on. And I spoke in Armenia at a film school. I went as a lecturer to give a lesson to them. And they were talking about how to build your audience up. And I said to them, I go, it's all good. I see it so many times with journalists and photographers who are just perfectionists at what they do, and they take brilliant photos. I said to them, it goes simple as it's like climbing a mountain to take a photo of the sunset from the top of the mountain. You've climbed this mountain, you've put so much effort into it, you've done all your preparation to get to the mountain, get up the mountain. As you're climbing, you've had so many hurdles, and then you get to the top and you get this beautiful photo, bang, you show it to the world. And I go, many photojournalists just show you the photo at the top and how brilliant it is. And I said, people in your audience, they want to see how you got there. They want to see you falling down that mountain to go back up at that mountain. They want to see the people you've met on that mountain and how you've got there, all the planning before, and they want to be part of your journey. And I think that's the success to what we've done for 45 Days to Fight for a Nation, the documentary, is by showing people behind the scenes and how we've made this documentary through social media. And not everyone that's been on my social media through the stories is going to be in the documentary, but so many people, they're part of the journey. When I meet so many people, especially in Armenia, and they're like, they're like my best friends when they meet me, because they know so much about me, because they know about the people I've met along the journey. I'm stood there like, hi, yeah, what's your name? And they know all this stuff and all the people, and they're talking to me about characters I've met along the journey. I think that's a success for people. People want to see what goes on behind the scenes. They want to see the hardship. They want to see what you're having for dinner and who you're meeting with and who you're having a drink with. They want to see the funny side of things. And I think too many mainstream journalists and photojournalists, they only want to show you, like I was saying, that picture at the top of the mountain, how great it is. They don't want to show the journey. And I think that's the success to modern independent journalism, is showing people what goes on behind the scenes. And we've all seen that like picture of an iceberg where you've only got a little part of the iceberg sticking out of the water, and underneath the water there's a massive iceberg. And it's like, how the success on how to get that, that's all people see. They don't see what's going on underneath, or the swan that looks gracious going across the water. They don't see the legs going, but people are happy and content to see the legs going and the iceberg. I think that's what people want, and I think that's the key to actually building an audience.
Just a side note, you're talking about one of the characters. How is Chuck Norris doing?
See, there you go then. You know Chuck as well, see? And that's the thing, is I've got, even my friends in Armenia, I've got like nicknames for everyone. So everyone's got a nickname. It's just the easiest way for me, because I'm really poor at pronouncing names. But yeah, so like Chuck Norris, yeah, Chuck's a great guy. He's a soldier. So those who don't know who Chuck Norris is, he was a soldier I met in Agdam on the front line. Really nice guy. You could tell he was a very professional soldier compared to the others. He had spent 13 years in the army. He had left, the war started, and went back again. So me and him had good rapport, and then I left him on the front line. And then after the war, I was like, where is Chuck? Let me go find where Chuck is. So it took me ages to find him, and we found him in hospital. He had been blown up by a grenade. He survived. We met him in hospital where he remembered me and everything. And we just built a rapport. We'd go out for dinner. We'd help him out of the hospital, like escaping from the hospital, take him for dinner, and then drop him back in the hospital and stuff, and make sure he's got enough goods. But he's now back in Stepanakert where he lives. He's back working. He's just had a last operation. He's not physically fit to work, but this is the problem with so many of these soldiers. They don't have an income. They need to go back and physically work to get money. But yeah, he's great. He's always messaging me because his English is limited. So he's always like, "Hi, Emile." And I'm like, "Hi, Chuck. What you do?" "Good, mate. What you up to?" So he's like very pigeon, unless we've got someone who can talk on the phone and we translate. But yeah, he's doing really well. And we've got only a bit of Chuck in the documentary. We're putting him in. And at the end of the documentary, we show what he's up to now. But yeah, he's got a heart of a lion, that guy.